$30 million right here is what I'm holding. 30 million. That's what it looks like. Black box. This became so big from our funnel that it made it into TV, it made it into radio, it made it into magazines, it made it into retail. You can see these now at Walgreens. You see these now at Walmart. You see these now everywhere. They are everywhere. And it started here at ClickFunnels.com.
We're going to dive into Funnel Hacking Live and give you guys the ability to actually watch this short presentation from Trey walking through the 6 Ps of a perfect product. Here we go.
I brought something for you today. This is a beautiful thing right here. This is Trey's show and tell. Profound, I know. So I'm actually taking a chapter out of J.J. Adams' speech. He did a TED Talk. If you don't know who J.J. Adams is, anybody know who J.J. Adams is? J.J. Adams is actually the director of Lost. How many of you guys watch Lost on Netflix? So good, right? And so I wanted to know more about this guy because I was like, what kind of guy does it take to make a movie like that? So he did a TED Talk. I watched the TED Talk. This is what he talks about. There's a box he brings on stage, has a big question on it, and he talks about this mystery box, and it's a magical box that has a question mark on it, has $10. And the cool thing about the box was he never opened it. He never opened it. And he didn't open it because inside the box was infinite possibilities until he opened it. Until he opened it. And so today, what I'm going to show you is with the 6 Ps of a perfect product is infinite possibilities of products that you can sell to your audience. Okay? So I brought my show and tell. I brought nostalgia. I brought vintage iditems. Every item I pull out of here did over $1 million in sales. So I thought that'd be kind of cool to show you those. I didn't bring any of the bad winners. I probably didn't buy any of them because they probably, they didn't work. They didn't sell. So, we had big winners. We had low winners. We had some that made sales. We had some who didn't make sales. That's the idea of making funnels. But, I think it'd be really cool to do something. I think this would be a lot of fun since we have a live audience. And you guys are on Zoom watching us, so you got to play a part, okay? So here's what I want to do is, okay. Story time. Do you guys know how Canada got their name? Does anybody know? You guys know? Okay. So you guys keep quiet. I'll tell you how it happened. So Canada, before they were Canada, they got all the people together, okay? And they go, okay, what are we going to name this country? They're like, I don't know. So they said, okay. One guy's like, I got an idea. We're just going to cut up. We're just going to write out all the alphabet. We're going to toss all the letters in the box, and whatever we pull out, that's the name. They said, okay. So they came over, the guy, the mayor, he's like, all right, first letter, C. And everybody in the audience went, hey. Yeah, okay. Then he goes, next letter, N. Canada goes, hey. He goes, okay, last one, D. And the whole world, hey. That's how Canada got this name. C-A-N-D-A, got it? Okay. So, that's my first dad joke of the day. Those who laugh last think slowest. All right, so here's the thing, is I thought it'd be really cool, that's why I told the story, is when I pull a product out, you guys are gonna go, hey! Because you're gonna be so excited to see these products that the more excited you get, the more excited I get, and the more secrets I tell. So, just saying, the more excited you get, okay? So before I pull these out, times were crazy back then. Times were crazy back 10 years ago. We didn't have cool things like you guys got today. ClickFunnels, ZenDrop. You know what I did? This is crazy. I would build a funnel. How many of you guys have heard Russell say Trey built a funnel a week, a funnel a week, a funnel a week, a funnel a week until one hit, right? That's kind of like his quote for me, I guess. And so how did I do that? Was I just out there, buying inventory, hoping it would sell? Nope, that one didn't work. Buy more inventory, hope that sells? Nope. So that seems like a wasteful idea, right? Yes, it was. I didn't do that. I did what was called Amazon arbitrage. Amazon arbitrage is where I would literally go over, find a product, say, hey, I'm going to try and sell this product. I would go put a picture of that product, I'd buy it, buy one of them, take a photo of it, build a funnel around it, pitch it, Facebook, to my audience, email it, I don't know. And at the end of the day, if it sold, I would then go over to Amazon okay? This is crazy, genius, big brain stuff. Amazon, I would type in the customer's address, I would use my credit card, and I would ship them the product they just bought off of my funnel. And I'd do a premium. So I might buy something for $5, and then I sell it for 10. So I made $5, margin. It was great. You don't have to do that anymore. It's amazing. You guys have everything at your fingertips. It's unbelievable. So why do I tell you that? Is basically, those years were just throwing products at the wall. And I want to start, I want to show you, let's see how you guys do. Let's see, here we go. Hey, I know, you weren't expecting that. So this was actually the first product. They want me to go slow here. This was the first product that we started a funnel with. I bought these on Amazon for $2. I was selling for $12.95. So every time someone bought this for $12.95, I would go over to Amazon, I would buy it for $2 and ship it to their house. Were people mad? Were people upset that it arrived in an Amazon box? No. Did they check the receipt when Amazon sent the receipts in the box? No, because I'd mark as a gift. Duh. And so they didn't get a receipt. You guys are a good crowd. You guys are fun. What else we got in here? They said, this is a fun box. Okay, so, this is a good one. What about these? Hey! You guys are so fun. Okay, so these are our glow shot targets. We actually wholesaled these. We actually called the guy and shipped crazy amounts of these. We did a free plus shipping offer on these, what are called glow shot targets. You get 10 targets. We bought smaller ones, 8 inches, for 10 cents a piece. There was 10 in a pack, so we bought them for $1, and we sold them for about $12.95. So good margins, right? Really good margins. Sold those. What else we got in here? This is so fun because it's infinite possibilities. And that was the one thing I would kind of mention about J.J. Adams is like this is infinite, right? Like this is the future. This is potential. This is hope. This is what changes your life. Like everything, right? It's amazing. The slice and seal. This thing, legit. Slice and seal. So this slice and seal, you know what this does? This thing cuts open a chip bag, so you can slice the chip bag open, and then when you're done eating your chips, you know how you get like halfway down the bag? You're done with it? You seal it back up, so it makes a heat seal. Seals it back, so the chip's good, like new. Slice and seal. Pretty cool, huh? Man. Let's see. What else we got in here? Just a bag of goodies. I don't know what this is in here for. That was a good one. I didn't put that. Hey! Oh my God. You guys are freaking awesome. Okay. We got to keep going. They're going to kick me off stage here. They didn't even put a timer on the thing, so I don't know when I'm going to be done. Not my fault. Not my fault. Okay? So, your mistake back there. Okay? All right. So, I did all those products, right? And so we made millions of dollars doing one thing, which sounds, oh, Trey, you're so rich. Not really. Here's the thing, is I had lots of failures. I spent a lot of money doing that. So I had all these products, but I never was like, which one's going to be winner? I was just tossing products at the wall. I was literally throwing spaghetti at the wall and seeing what stuck. And I was like, sweet. But so many of them fell to the ground, they were failures. So I was launching a funnel a week, a funnel a week, a funnel a week for 8 years. 8 years is just like launching funnels. I think someone asked me the other night, I think it was you, Dante, who was like, how many funnels have you built? I was like, I think it's over 1,000. I think it's over 1,000 funnels now. And so, I was talking to Steve Larson just a minute ago. And I was like, it dawned on me, he's the reason for the 6 Ps that came into existence, so thank you, Steven. But basically, he did a video where he's like, I hacked all of Russell's funnels, and what I found was this commonality between all the funnels, and here it is, and do you guys want it? And everybody's like, yes! And I was like, watching that, I was like, oh, we should probably do that with our products. So I went and analyzed, like he did, all of our products that sold over $1 million or more. And I was like, what is it about these products? What is it about these products that make $1 million and these over here that flopped? Because in my eyes, they were all $1 million products. Well, guess what? There became commonalities. And so to this day, we still follow this. This is the routine we follow. So when I look at a product, and when you look at a product now from going on forever, is you will have the 6 Ps of what I call a perfect product, a product that scales, a product that converts, a winning product that you can go and look at and make work. And so what I'm going to reveal to you here, as we go through these is the 6 Ps of a perfect product. So when you're looking at a product, you can say, hey, does it fit Trey's 6 Ps? Yes? Awesome. It's probably really close to either an offer that will convert, like a product, or a product that I can actually get to $1 million or more in sales. You guys want to see them? Yeah. Okay. I love that. This side, you guys got to catch up to this side. Like, I don't know what it is about this side, but this side's great. Yeah, here we go. All right, you guys want to see these? Yeah. All right, let's see them. What about everybody in the Zooms? I don't know if this is a better angle or if this is a better angle, but whichever way, you guys are everywhere. So this is cool. All right, let's do the number one. You guys ready for the number one? Yeah. Here we go. All right, you guys are a great audience. The first one, the first P is paltry. Paltry, you want to write that down. Paltry. Why is paltry important? I don't know. Probably because small in size. Ooh. While you guys are writing, infinite possibilities. Coming in. Get excited. Makes me dance a little bit. Kind of when you're eating good food for the first time. Not like TRH, more like Ruth Chris. All right, that's an inside joke for one person in the audience. Here we go. Paltry, small in size like a paintbrush. This is what we did. Paintbrushes. Small in size. I go to Guangzhou, China. Anybody been there? Guangzhou, China? It's awesome. Okay, one person. Great. You should go. Only 3% of Americans go. There, at the Canton Fair, I met this guy who sells paintbrushes. And I was like, paintbrushes, bro, that's awesome. How many are you selling? He's like, oh, we ship like, I don't know, 42 40-foot containers a year to the United States. Sell them to Lowe's, sell them to Home Depot. I was like, of paintbrushes? Mm-hmm. That's a lot of paintbrushes. I was like, how many paintbrushes fit in a 40-foot container? He's like, 60,000 paintbrushes fit in a 40-foot container. And I said, and how many did you send? He goes, 42 40-foot containers. 60 times 42. That's a lot of money, bro. He goes, it's amazing. So the first paltry, the first P, small in size, think paintbrushes, because with this, think about it. If I'm shipping a container, you can either ship it one way or another, right, from China, sea or air. If it's coming by sea, 40-foot container, 20-foot container, 40-foot high cube, whichever you want to do. I want to fit as much stuff in that container as I can, because the container price to ship it by sea doesn't go up by the units inside the container. Does that make sense? So a container costs me about $5 to $6 grand right now to go from China to LAX. So if I put 60,000 paintbrushes in there, well, it's $5,000 divided by 60,000. What is that, Jeff? Texting someone else, not watching? Okay, good. I didn't know if you're on a calculator. Can you get on a calculator? Can you calculate that? Calculate that? No one smiles at their crotch, okay? So put 60,000, 5,000 divided by 60,000. What is that number? That was my second dad joke. 12? 12 cents? I love you. I only picked on you because I love you. All right, so 12 cents. 12 cents I'm adding, okay, 12 cents I'm adding per paintbrush. That's it. But if I ship over four-wheelers, I can probably fit about 18 four-wheelers. So what's 5,000 divided by 18? $277. That's a big difference, right? So I'm adding $277 in shipping fees to a four-wheeler, then I'm adding 12 cents to a paintbrush. Big difference. So for me, I'm looking for paltry, small in size. Okay, you guys ready for number 2? Yeah. All right. Did you like that one? That was fun. Okay. I try to have fun with you guys. Like, come on. Let's go. Petite. Okay? We want it to be petite. What is petite? I don't know. Let's check it out. Let me show you a really good example of petite. If I can get it here. Hey! Okay. This one's going to be a minute. This one, you got to zoom on this. Okay. For those that are in the back, what these are a P51 can opener. P51 can opener. We found these because we were mailing, our audience was older demographic. Some of them are veterans, okay? Appreciate you guys. And what they did was they had these P51 can openers on their key rings when they're in the war, and it would open up their cans of food. That's what these were. And so now it was like this little vintage item that they wanted to have again as like, I don't know, remember the war. I'm not sure why they wanted it, but they loved them. And so what was crazy about this is we found a person here in the States that actually had 60,000 of these sitting in their warehouse. And I said, how much do you want for them? And they go, man, they don't move. They're aluminum. We haven't sold any of them for years. I'll sell them to you for 5 cents a piece. I said, send it. So 60,000 of these landed our warehouse. We sold it within like 3 months, all of them gone. Called them again, said, do you have more? But I think we sold these for $6.95 is what we did. $6.95, bought them for 5 cents. And this is cool. Lightweight, right? So it's lightweight. Why do we want it to be lightweight? Well, just because it was small in size getting here, well, UPS, United States Postal Service, DHL, FedEx, you're welcome for the shout outs, is all charging you by weight to get to your customer, right? And by DIMS and size. We can get into that, maybe another presentation, but we'll go by weight. So the lighter something is, the cheaper it is, the less expensive it is for me to ship it to my customer, right? Right? Right. Okay. All right. Make sure you guys follow along. Absolutely. Can you believe it? We would put one of these inside an envelope. Do you know how much envelopes cost you on Amazon? 5 cents. 5 cents for an envelope. So I got 5 cents in this, 5 cents in an envelope. Back then it was 45 cents for a stamp. I'm all in at 55 cents. Okay, quick math. 55 cents to ship it to the customer. I charge the customer $3.95 to ship it out. So now, when they were paying me, remember that story earlier? I said, oh, they're paying me $6.95 for these P51? Ha, 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 ha. Joke's on them. They were actually paying for air. Because when they paid that shipping price, they paid for the shipping, they paid for the pick and pack, they paid for the item. So that's $6.95, all gravy, baby. All gravy, all gravy. So lightweight, okay? Lightweight. Whew! All right, what do you guys think so far? So good? One more piece? Okay. Let's see if I got another one here. Hey! Oh, something's stuck in it. Hold on. Hey, okay. This one. Now this, does anybody know what this is? Does anybody know what this is? I'm okay. Hey! Permanent, non-breakable. Oh, I had you guys, okay? Non-breakable. Non-breakable is that one. That was a big performance for that. You will never forget that. I was in Guangzhou, China once again. I'm talking to this guy, and I'm like, tell me something I don't know, which is pretty much everything. And he's like, okay, what do you want to know? I said, what do you do? He goes, I'm a contractor. What do you contract? He goes, we build hospitals in the United States. Cool. What are you doing here in China? We're buying textiles. Okay, like what? Tiles, gutter systems, all the things. I said, that's great. Tell me more. He goes, breakable stuff sucks. Breakable sucks. I go, that makes sense. He goes, we ship tiles into the United States by container. So think about it. This boat's rocking, right? It's got, I don't know, 10 containers stacked on top of each other. Gets to the shoreline, gets brought off, put on a tractor trailer goes to rail goes to tractor trailer to destination. That's a lot of rocking back and forth. And he said we got a 10% breakage rate on our tiles. So when they land at our dock, 10% of our margin, overnight gone. Overnight gone. I was like, whoa, that's crazy. And I go, okay, let's think about that for us. Coffee mugs, for example, right? They're ceramic. They break. Good thing it broke. Else that would have been an awful example. Oh, fun times. So here's the deal. Ceramic mugs. If I import those from China, I got a 10% breakage rate. Then when I give it to the UPS driver, USPS driver, FedEx dude, and DHL guy, throwing boxes, right, rolling to the front door, it's breakage. It's another 10% breakage. So now I'm at 20% breakage rate. Just getting my product to the door. Guess what comes after that? A phone call. Hey, Trey, got your mug. Handle's gone. Can you ship me another one? Oh, yeah, ship it out. Guess what? Another 10% has to go out because I had 10% breakage rate to replace that. I'm down 30%. So for peas, non-breakable. So I want a product that is paltry, small in size. I want a product that is lightweight. I want a product that is permanent, non-breakable. Those are the first three. These are the 3 Ps, the first 3 Ps that are going to change your future. As you can see why now, right? You guys getting this? Yeah. Powerful stuff, right? Okay, took a lot of time to do this. Number 4 is prevent from having sizes. All right. I present to you. Hey! All right, I'm keeping everybody intact. No one wants to get called on, and everybody wants to say, yeah. So I brought a knife. TSA approved, ironically enough. Didn't think I was going to get through it, but I did. Ha! So this is staying here, by the way. I'm not going to try it again, because I got through it once. I was like, I got through with a knife. So anyways, guess what this is? This is Russell's, one of his favorite products of ours. It is called the Better Butter Spreader. It spreads butter better. Okay, that's why we call it the Better Butter Spreader. So what it does is basically you take butter, it spreads it comes out, it's great, it's awesome. No sizes. It's a one size fits all, isn't it? Like you can have 1, you can have 2, you can have a set, you can have 10, doesn't matter, but I got one of them. Guess what? I read a really cool quote, and it said this in a book. It said, when you add a SKU to your product line, to your business, it increases the complexity of your business by 12x. Whoa. Whoa. I'll say it again. When you add 1 SKU to your business, it increases the complexity of the business by 12x, 12 times. That'll really start making sense to you when you sell 5 plus products. You'll really start to see that kind of happen. And so one thing that happens here is prevent from having sizes is t-shirts. Ooh, t-shirts. You're talking to the t-shirt king, right? But I don't sell t-shirts anymore because they have sizes. Shoes have sizes. T-shirts have sizes. Pants have sizes. We don't sell sizes. We don't sell products with sizes or different, different types of sizes, like gloves. And why we do that is because, think about it. When you have a t-shirt, beautiful t-shirt, by the way, when I have one ClickFunnels t-shirt, well, I have to get 7 of these. I got to get a small, a medium, a large, extra large, 2XL, 3XL, 4XL, 6. Sorry, I was off by 1. So 6 SKUs for 1 product. 6 SKUs for 1 product. Does that make sense? So my money, my cash has to go into 6 different physical products in order to sell 1 product. So in a physical business, in the physical world, I got to protect our cash flow. So I protect my cash flow by preventing from having sizes. Does that make sense? Yes? Okay, cool. Hey! All right. Okay, we're saving this one. This one's a big one right here. This one, I brought this. Look at this. Do you guys like this? $30 million right here is what I'm holding. 30 million. That's what it looks like. Black box. Who knew? This is a true G700. You guys are like, you should be in awe right now. It's a 10-year running. You've seen this flashlight, actually. This flashlight became so big from our funnel that it made it into TV, it made it into radio, it made it into magazines, it made it into retail. You see these now at Walgreens. You see these now at Walmart. You see these now everywhere. They are everywhere. And it started here at clickfunnels.com. We made 30 million. I have no idea what everybody else made. Probably a lot more. I mean, this is a $100 to $200, maybe $500 million product at this point, just because of how many people it's reached, just within the United States, let alone the world. This product has gone viral, right? Why did it go viral? So it went viral because of a call to a customer. I was selling this flashlight, the G700. It got its name because I was driving an Infinity G7. So I was like, what should we call the flashlight? I was like, G700, because it has 700 lumens. And so that's kind of how it got its name. That was a fun fact. But the cool part about it was I was selling the flashlights. We bought them on Amazon for $5. $5 is what I was paying for Amazon. Okay? I sold them on my website for $12.95. Someone calls me up. They said, hey, you should try and sell that for $24.95. I was like, dude, no one's going to pay $24.95 for this flashlight. He said, just try it. So I tried it. $24.95. Sales didn't change. We still made money. Made more money. Way more money. He goes, oh, if $24 worked, you should try $34. $34 for a $5 flashlight? You're insane. He said, try it. I put $34. Guess what? More sales. No difference in conversions. If 34 works, maybe 44 will. So we tried 44. It worked. We got this bad boy up to $56. $56 is what we sold this flashlight for, and we bought it for $3 out of China. You could buy it on Amazon for $5 to $10. But Trey, why did someone buy it from you for $56 when they could have gone over to Amazon and bought it for $10? Because they were in a funnel. They were in a funnel, a branded funnel. And so I made a call to a customer. I said, hey, I'm sorry, not a customer, a lead, someone who did not buy our flashlight. And I said, hey, why don't you buy our flashlight? It's a beautiful flashlight, $56. And he goes, oh, I'm a flashlight enthusiast. I said, oh, okay. And I didn't know those existed. That's a thing. That is a thing. You guys are laughing. That wasn't even a joke. He goes, I only buy tactical flashlights. I said, oh, do you? I opened up ClickFunnels. I clicked edit. And I wrote, tactical. I mean, it is tactical, right? I don't know. That's when it went crazy. Is now people saw it as a tactical flashlight. And next thing I know, we're selling the bejesus out of that thing. Like, ridiculous amounts, $30 million in 2.5 months, just because of the word literally tactical. It's like little tweaks like that, little things like that, little optimizations like that can take an ordinary $5 flashlight and be able to sell it for $56 on a funnel and do 30 million, 50 million, 100 million, I don't know, crazy numbers with just a flashlight. Pretty cool? That's pretty cool. All right, here we go. You ready for number 6? Ready for number 6? There we go. All right, well, if the perceived value has to be high, which was the $56 G700, then that means the purchase price must be low. Shorty up about them, G. You know, the low, get the low, get the low. I just started having a lot of fun up here, okay? Okay, so let's do an example. Oh, this is a great example. Man, I wish there was more time on the, hey! I love you guys. I forgot that you were supposed to say yay, and you even did the yay thing. This is awesome. I love you guys online, too. I see you be like, yeah! I see you in the chats. Okay, this is a really cool thing. I wish there was more time on the timer, or else I would tell you really cool stories, so we're going to fast track it. Here we go. So basically, this is the bracelet. I'm moving on for the cameras. I forgot all about them. So basically, zoom in on that puppy. This thing, if you can't see it, has a handcuffs, it has an infinity sign, a braid, and then something that says best friend. I put these on Facebook. We bought these for 60 cents out of China. 60, like 0.60, 60 cents. I sold this thing for $27.95. We sold over 10,000 of these. We aired them over. Screw shipping. We aired them because we were selling too fast. That's margin, okay? That's markup is what that is. I can't even do that number. Jeff, I'm not even going to ask you to do that number, okay? So purchase price is low. So I'm purchasing these things for 60 cents, selling them for $27.95. So I go to Facebook. We target, this is when you could target people. We targeted police. That's what we targeted, police. We thought that was genius, police, because we wanted to get like the police moms, the police girlfriends, the police, grandmas and all that stuff to buy this bracelet. And boy, did we start a war. We didn't just target grandmas, moms, and girlfriends. We targeted criminals and their girlfriends and their moms and their grandmas. And we had the sheriff of this county in here chatting it up. We had this criminal right behind her chatting it up. And it was a storm. It was like, listen here, it says freedom on the cuffs. Baby, that means freedom. Like my husband's out there fighting for us. He's making us freedom. And then the criminal comes in and she goes, oh no, honey, he is in jail right now. And when he gets out, he is going to be free and he's going to have freedom. So I wear this bracelet like wild. My friends, that's the 6 P's. What do you think? These are the 6 P's that change your business. This has done hundreds of millions of dollars for us. It's going to do the same thing for you. I promise. It is literally going to change the future of how you perceive perfect products, how you can go find winning products. When you see and look for products, does the product, is it paltry? Is it small in size? Is it lightweight? Is it non-breakable? Is it prevent from having sizes? Perceived value is high. Purchase price is low. With those entail, you will be able to sell a product that can do over $1 million in sales by having a product like that. Does that make sense for everybody? Yeah. Good. Everybody like this? You thought I was done. You want more? Yeah. Oh, he did it. He did it. There's 2 more in there. There's 2 more. Should we reveal? We'll do the reveal. What's the reveal? Oh, okay. I know this one. I got to take my phone out for this one. This is like one of those moments. This is a moment. Big 7. This is a big P. This is very big, as you can tell by not only the 2 pages of yellow, but the name. Hey! The world's going custom, my friends. I want to show you something pretty cool. This is, hey! Hey! We're on number 7. Yeah! Like, come on. All right. So number 7 is customization. This is a Christmas ornament that we sold in, guess when? 2020. This is COVID. Okay, this is COVID. And as you can see, I don't know if you guys can see it, but there's toilet paper on here. There is the COVID strand. There's a little, remember toilet paper was a thing? You couldn't get it. And so we did that. And then on the bottom, there's hand sanitizer. Remember those days? You couldn't get hand sanitizer? Everybody still freaks out, like, is there still hand sanitizer? And then the heads. So this is cool because you could do 1 head, 2 head, 3 head, 4 head, 5 head, 6 head, 7 heads. So when you bought this ornament from us, you could have up to from 1 to 7 heads, and then basically they would get them, and then they would write their family names on the Santa hats, and they put it on the tree. We bought these for, I think, 65 cents, and we sold these for $12.95. We did $3.2 million in sales in 2.5 months, or 3 months, selling this Christmas ornament. Hey, that's pretty good, right? So here's what's crazy, is Forbes, this is what Forbes is saying. Forbes is saying a considerable percentage of consumers are dissatisfied with the one-size-fits-all approach. Consumers are willing to pay top dollar for customization, personalization. When identifying ways to stand out, Forbes is saying customization right now, 2024, is king. So add customization, add personalization to your P's, and you will increase the conversions that you're able to achieve. Isn't that pretty amazing? Pretty good, right? Okay. Anybody know what this is? Hey! It's the last one. Let's get excited. Come on, that's number 8. Woo! I would pull out a mushroom. Okay, so this is a cookie cutter mushroom. Why is this so cool? Because it's the 8th P. My friends, I don't know if you know this, but we're about to be in Q4. What's Q4? Christmas. It's presents, baby. So we need stocking stuffers. You should be doing stocking stuffers right now. I got a great student who does cookie cutters. She is in a niche, a trade niche, okay, like a plumber or like a welder, and she makes cookie cutters for that niche. It's ingenious. It's freaking ingenious, right? So a welder, they have the machine. So she makes a cookie cutter that looks like a machine. He drives a construction truck. She made a construction truck. So she makes this welding kit of cookie cutters to sell to her audience for, I don't know, $15.95 or so. And guess what? It makes a perfect stocking stuffer. Stocking stuffers go anywhere between $19.95 and $24.95. You should be selling stocking stuffers. These are great stocking stuffers as presents. What's another thing that's a present? How about a hat? Or how about a tumbler like this one? That would be really good, right? So this is what we're looking for, is presents. Presents are going to sell for Black Friday. It's going to sell for Cyber Monday. It's going to sell all the way into Christmas. We usually see Christmas sales all the way up until December 15th, December 20th, and then they just cut. But this is the time. So if you're not already doing this, now is the time to build a funnel. Now is the time to build a physical product funnel that you can sell now, because it's almost Christmas. And I'd rather it be Christmas for you, for your family, for how you can provide and how you can create a product that converts, scales, and makes you money and changes the life that you have. Because by the end of the day, my friends, what you just received was the 8 Ps of a perfect product that is going to change your future.